All right, we're back at Lyon College, Becknell Gymnasium, Batesville, Arkansas, where the Lyon College Scots are getting set to take on the number 6 team in the country, the Freed-Hardeman University Lions, in tonight's AMC matchup. The Lyon comes into this ball game tonight with a record of 9-5. They're 6-1 in AMC play, coming off of a victory against Williams Baptist College a few days ago. Freed-Hardeman comes into the ball game tonight, number 6 in the country, as I said. They're 12-2 on the season. They're 8-1 in AMC play. They're coming in off of a loss on Tuesday night, also to Williams Baptist College. So the last two games that these teams have played have been against William Baptist. Lyon College won. Freed-Hardeman got beat. So be interesting to see how that plays out tonight. Freed-Hardeman number 3 in the nation in 3-point baskets made per game. Evan Forhetz leads the nation in assists for the Freed-Hardeman Lions, and Ben Mees for Freed-Hardeman is the number 4 3-point per game person in the country. So we know that based on those statistics that we're going to see a lot of 3 points, or should see a lot of 3-point attempts tonight from the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Of course, you know, one of the great things about the Scots is they are one of the better teams in the country in terms of defense. Scots are actually, I believe, 5th in the country in total defense per game. So it's going to be an interesting matchup tonight. Should see the ball in the air quite a bit as the teams get set to play. Do have the starting lineups tonight for you. First for Freed-Hardeman, again, they come into their game tonight with an overall record of 12-2, 8-1 in AMC play. Starting for them tonight will be number 10, Cameron Lewis, who is a 6'1" senior. He plays guard. He's from Nashville, Tennessee. At guard, Evan Forhetz, a 5'10" junior from Nashville, Tennessee, and once again he leads the country in assists. Ben Mees, the 6'6" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, one of the top 3-point shooters in the country. At guard, a 6'4" freshman, number 24, Trevor Randolph, also from Nashville, Tennessee. Rounding out their starting lineup, number 44, Vincent Dotson, who is a 6'5" senior from Charlotte, Tennessee. They're coached by Jason Shelton, who's in his 10th season at Freed-Hardeman. He's assisted by Vincent Menino in his 2nd season. Starting lineups for the Scots tonight, number 4, Brock Witters, a 6'2" sophomore from Alma, Arkansas. Number 10, Devontae Young, a 6'1" senior from MBB, Arkansas. Number 20, Riley Jenkins, a 6' junior from Norwood, Missouri. Number 33, Filip Gujanicic, a 6'7" senior from Belgrade, Serbia. And then the Scots' leading scorer on the season, number 40, Ben Werlo, the 6'7" senior from Mountain Home, Arkansas. The Scots are coached by Chad Tapp, who is in his 2nd season. Assistant coaches by Brandon Cowart and Stefan Martinez. The rest of the AMC schedule tonight, Harris Stowe State University is at Benedictine. That game was set to tip at 7:30. Missouri Baptist University was at Park University. Again, that's a 7:30 tip. Lindenwood University Belleville was at Hannibal LaGrange, and the St. Louis College of Pharmacy was at William Woods. And so we're just about a minute away from the opening introductions and starting lineups. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to give you all of the men's action as the Lyon College Scots get ready to take on the Freed-Hardeman University Lions here in Becknell Gymnasium, Lyon College. Once again, Ronald Richardson, you're watching Lyon Scott basketball on the Scots Digital Network. We're back at Becknell Gymnasium on the campus of Lyon College as we're going through the opening introductions. Public address announcer Randy Seal about to announce the Scots starting lineup, and we'll be ready to tip here in just a few minutes. Once again, for Freed-Hardman, it will be Cameron Lewis, Evan Forts, Ben Mees, Trevor Randolph, and Vincent Dotson. For the Scots, it'll be Brock Witters, Devontae Young, Riley Jenkins, Philip Gujanicic, and Ben Werlow. And so, again, Freed-Hardman, number 6 in the nation, 12-2 on the season, 8-1 in AMC play. The Scots are ranked number 20th in the nation. They're 9-5 on the season, 6-1 in AMC play. And again, both teams, their last opponent was the Williams Baptist College Eagles. The Scots were able to win their game at against Williams Baptist, and Freed-Hardman is coming off a loss to the Eagles. So we're just about ready to tip it off. The Lions are on to the floor, and the Scots are about to break their huddle as they're getting the last minute instructions from Coach Chad Tapp. If you didn't join us earlier, the Lady Lions of Freed-Hardman University, the number 1 team in the country, defeated the Lyon College Scots earlier in the first game tonight. Scots hung with the Lady Lions for most of the game, out-hustled them most of the game, but the Lady Lions turned it up a little bit in the second half to wind up winning going away. So we're ready to start basketball action as it is Ben Werlow jumping center against Vincent Dotson. The referee is at the middle, and we're ready for Lyon College basketball. Tip's going to be controlled by the Lions. That's number 11, Evan Forts, who brings the ball into the front court for the Lions. Again, the Lions, one of the better teams in the country in terms of three-point shooting. Number 24, Trevor Randolph with the basketball now passes to number 11, Forts. Passes it now to number 10, Cameron Lewis, who's going to put the shot up and in. So Cameron Lewis with the first basket of the ball game. It's 2-0 Lions as the Scots get the ball into the front court. Jenkins with the ball, passes over to Witters. Witters gets it inside to Werlow. Werlow looks. He's going to take it, turn, tries to get it. Now he's going to get the ball out to Riley Jenkins. That is Brock Witters with the ball now to Devontae Young. Young's looking, passes the ball to Witters. Witters gets it inside to Gujanicic, back out to Devontae Young. His three-pointer's off the mark, no good. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Lions. It'll be Scott basketball. Witters had a good look, Young had a good look, couldn't get it to fall. Jenkins with the ball in the front court. Guarded closely, gets the ball to Gujanicic. Gujanicic over to Witters. Witters gets the ball to Devontae Young at the top of the key. Now passes to Witters over in the corner. His three-pointer is off, no good. Rebound comes off to Cameron Lewis, and here come the Lions. Long three-pointer on the way, no good by number 24, Trevor Randolph. Rebound comes off to the Scots. Devontae Young with the ball in the front court, passes to Werlow. Werlow back to Young. Young to Gujanicic. Gujanicic to Riley Jenkins. Jenkins with the ball on the right side, passes inside to Werlow. Werlow's going to take it, puts the shot up. Off the glass and good. Ben Werlow with his first basket of the ball game. It's tied 2-2. 18 minutes left to go in the ball game. Long three-point basket on the way by number 24, Randolph. And it's up and in, and it's 5-2 for the Lions. Again, Freed-Hardman, one of the top teams in the country in terms of three-pointers made per game, and you can see why. Brock Witters drives. Ball's going to be knocked away. Here come the Lions into the front court. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Philip Gujanicic as Evan Forts drove, put the layup, and the ball was blocked out of bounds. Great job by Gujanicic. Brandon Brady into the game for the Scots as Gujanicic is going to take a seat. Lions set to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. There is an entry pass into number 44, who is Vincent Dotson, knocked away by number 4, Brock Witters. Witters with a great defense there. Lions set to inbound the basketball. They get it in, work it around. Here's Lewis. Lewis is going to take the ball, lose it out of bounds. Turnover, ball belongs to Lyon College. Brady brings the ball into the front court for the Scots, passes over to Witters on the left side. Witters to Jenkins, now to Devontae Young on the right side, looking inside for Warlow, can't get it to him. Witters at the top of the key, passes to Jenkins. Jenkins puts the ball in the court, going to drive, passes now out to Brandon Brady. Brady's three-pointer on the way, no good. Tracked down by the Eagles as they bring, the Lions as they bring the ball into the front court. There is a drive, a layup off, no good. Rebound comes off to Ben Warlow. Cameron Lewis drove to the basket, had a pretty good look, couldn't get the layup to fall. Warlow with the rebound, and now the Scots have the ball in the front court. Trail 5-2 with 16:50 left to go in the first half. Riley Jenkins with the ball now to Brady. Brady's going to get it into Warlow. Warlow's going to be knocked away. Warlow's going to come up with it. He's going to be fouled. Could not get the ball to Devontae Young in time, but he was fouled. First personal foul. They called that on Vincent Dotson. That's his first personal foul, first team foul for the Lions. Devontae Young triggers the inbounds play, gets the ball into Riley Jenkins. His left-handed shot up and in. Riley Jenkins with his first basket of the ball game. It's 5-4. Freed Hardman over Lyon College. Freed Hardman working the ball around the perimeter as we expect them to do. Evan Forts with the basketball is going to put it on the court, drive, and he's going to put the nice pass to number 44, Vincent Dotson. And that's why Forts is one of the leads the country in assists. It's 7-4. Devontae Young with the ball in the front court. Brock Witters takes it. Passes back to Brandon Brady. Brady now to Riley Jenkins on the right side. 18 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Devontae Young passes down inside to Ben Warlow. Warlow gets it. Nice little spin move. Ball going to be knocked away and stolen by number 24, and that was Trevor Randolph. 11 is Forts. He has the ball in the front court. Passes to number 20. Now down inside to Vincent Dotson, who gets it back to Mees. Now back to Forts. Forts passes to the top of the key. Long three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound comes off to Ben Warlow. Randolph with the three-pointer attempt, missed it. Warlow with the rebound. Now the Scots have the ball in the front court with a chance to cut into the three-point line's lead. Brandon Brady with the ball, passes over to Brock Witters. Witters' three-point basket is up and good. It's 7-7. Tie ball game. Brock Witters with his first basket of the ball game. And they're going to call a foul on Ben Warlow. It looked like he had a very clean block of the shot by Vincent Dotson, but they're going to charge Warlow with his first foul. It's the first Scott team foul of the half, and that's going to put Vincent Dotson on the free throw line. Dotson, a 6'5" senior from Charlotte, Tennessee, played his basketball at Creekwood High School. His first free throw is on the way and no good. Into the ball game, Stephen Shell and DeBrell McLemore. I'll get that right in a minute, sorry. And Dotson has the second free throw up and in and good, and it's 8-7 Lions. Brandon Brady with the ball, brings it up over the timeline into the front court to Brock Witters, now to Riley Jenkins to Devontae Young. Young back to Witters. Witters to Brady. Scott's working the ball, trying to get the ball inside to Warlow, get it in. Ball's going to be knocked away and controlled by the Lions, and here they are in the front court. Good move by number 10, blocked by Warlow, but picked up and put back up and in by Isaiah Harrison, number 32. Harrison with his first basket of the ball game. It's a three-point Lions lead at 10-7 as the Scots now have the ball in the front court. Brandon Brady takes it, puts it on the court, is going to drive, puts the shot up and in for his first basket of the ball game. It's 10-9, Freed-Hardman. Scott's playing a man-to-man defense. Lewis with the ball, now passes back to McLemore. McLemore back to Lewis. Lewis's jump shot is good. Cameron Lewis, the 6'1" senior from Nashville, Tennessee, with his second basket. He's got 4 points on the game. It's 12-9, Freed-Hardman. Devontae Young with the ball, now passes to Brock Wooders, to Brandon Brady, to Riley Jenkins. Jenkins looks, passes to Devontae Young, who puts it on the court. Is going to put it up and in with the right hand. Devontae Young with his first basket of the ball game, give the assist to Riley Jenkins. It's 12-11, Freed-Hardman over Lyon College, 13:03. Long three-pointer on the way and no good by number 20, Ben Mees. Rebound comes off to Brock Wooders. 12:55 left to go in the ball game. In the first half, Lyon College trails by 1, 12-11. Worlow with the ball, has it, looking, passes cross court to Witters, now to Devontae Young. 13 seconds on the shot clock as Young resets the offense. Dribbles, passes to Brandon Brady, his three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. And there's going to be a whistle and a foul, and they're going to call that foul on number 32, Isaiah Harrison. That's Harrison's first foul of the ball game, second team foul for the Freed-Hardman Lions. Philip Gujanicic back into the ball game for the Scots. Devontae Young gets it into Witters, now back to Gujanicic, back to Young. His three-pointer off, no good. Rebound tracked down by number 10, Cameron Lewis, and here comes we have a whistle and a foul, or whistle and not sure what happened there. Had a break in the action, but there was no foul called or anything, so they got it reset. Now Freed-Hardman has the ball in the front court. Lewis passes to number 32, Isaiah Harrison, who has it, dribbling, guarded by Gujanicic, back up top to number 2, McLemore. McLemore passes over to number 22, Stephen Shell. Three-point basket on the way by number 11, Evan Forts. Forts with his first basket of the ball game. It's a three, and the Lions move the lead to 15-11. Brock Wooders with the ball to Devontae Young. Young gets it into Gujanicic, back to Young. Young's layup no good, but he gets it back, puts it up and in for Devontae Young. His second basket of the first half. 4 points total on the game. Scots now trail 15-13 with 11:30 left to go. Forts with the basketball, passes over to number 2, who is McLemore. McLemore gets it, puts it on the court to number 22, Stephen Shell. Shell puts it on the floor and up and in for his first basket of the ball game. It's 17-13, Freed-Hardman. Riley Jenkins passes to Devontae Young. Young puts it on the floor, tries to drive, spin move in the lane, right-handed layup, and good. Devontae Young with his third basket here in the first half. He's got 6 total. Lyon has 15 and trails by 2, 17-15, 10:50 left to go in the first half. Lewis with the ball on the baseline. He's going to put the shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Brock Witters. And Lyon will slow it down just a little bit as Brandon Brady gets the ball up into the front court to Riley Jenkins. Jenkins passes up top to Devontae Young over on the left side to Brock Witters. Witters looks, passes to Jenkins at the top of the key. Back to Devontae Young. Whistle, foul away from the basketball. They're going to call that foul on number 32, Isaiah Harrison. That is Harrison's second personal foul, third team foul for the Freed-Hardman University Lions. Riley Jenkins set to trigger the inbounds play from the baseline. Gets it into Brock Wooders. Over to Brandon Brady. Ricky Thomas into the ball game now for the Scots for the first time. Wooders with the ball on the right side, trying to get it down inside, gets it into Worlow. Worlow gets it, turns, shots blocked, gets it back, passes back out to Riley Jenkins. Three-pointer on the way off, no good. Rebound comes off to number 11, Evan Forts. Lions with the ball into the front court, and there's going to be a traveling violation called on Ben Mees. Mees, one of the top three-point shooters in the country, has fired a couple of them, hasn't hit one yet. Scots basketball at 17-15 with 9:58 left to go in the first half. Brady with the ball into the front court, passes over to Thomas. Thomas back to Witters, now over to Riley Jenkins. Jenkins back to Brady, Brady to Thomas. Thomas spins, passes to Riley Jenkins, three-pointer from the left side, up and in. Riley Jenkins with his first three-point basket of the ball game, giving 5. The Scots lead it 18-17, their first lead of the ball game. And there is a drive, a layup, and a foul by number 22, and that is Steven Shell. Shell got the basketball, put it up and in, and was fouled by number 14. Let's see. Free throw is off, no good. Rebound comes off to Brock Witters. Actually didn't see who that foul was charged to. I think they gave it to Brandon Brady. We'll know here in just a minute when the stats refresh. Entry pass gets down into Worlow. Worlow back to Witters. Witters left-handed layup up, no good. Gets his own rebound back, goes up with the shot, no good. Rebound comes off to the Lions. And here they come into the front court. Shell with the basketball drives. He's going to put it up and in. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Steven Shell. Wave that basket off because of the offensive foul. Scots will have the ball. That was Shell's first personal foul, 14 foul. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Actually, they did not wave it off. They did count the basket. It's 19-18. Scots with the ball in the front court. Devontae Young passes to Thomas. Thomas with the basketball, looking, passes to Brady. Brady's going to drive, passes back up top to Witters, and Witters is going to be fouled, and they're going to call that on number 24, and that's Trevor Randolph. Randolph, a 6'4" freshman from Nashville, Tennessee. Scots trail by 1, 19-18, 8:39 left to go in the first half. Thomas has the ball, gets it back to Devontae Young. Young's going to dribble up top to reset the offense, passes to Witters. Witters has the ball at the top of the key, looks, passes back to Devontae Young on the right side. Young trying to make something happen, passes to Brady. Brady to Thomas, back to Brady. Brady's going to put a baseline jumper up and in. Brandon Brady with his second basket of the first half. He's got 4 total points. It's 20-19 Lyon College. Entry pass goes down into the big guy, passes back out to number 24. 24 is Trevor Randolph. His three-point basket is good. That's his second three-point basket of the game. He has 6 total points. It's 22-20. Lions lead the Scots. Devontae Young with the ball, passes over to Brandon Brady, back to Devontae Young. Now to Brock Witters. Witters looking to make something happen, tries to get the ball down into Worlow, knocked away, controlled by the Lions as they run with it into the front court. 24 is Randolph. Now passes to number 10, Cameron Lewis. Lewis is going to pass it over on the right side to 11, which is Forts, and he put up a left-handed layup, which came off no good. Rebound controlled by Ben Worlow. Scots with the ball in the front court with a chance to tie or take the lead. Thomas is going to pass the ball inside to Devontae Young. Young tracks it down, passes to Worlow, back to Thomas, now to Young on the right side. Young's going to drive, passes back to Thomas. Ricky Thomas is going to take it, pass it back to Devontae Young, now back to Brock Witters. Three-pointer on the way, off, no good. Rebound comes off to Ben Worlow. Worlow's going to get it back out to Devontae Young. They're going to reset the offense, and we're going to have a timeout on the court. 30-second timeout by Coach Chad Tapp. 6:48 left to go in the first half. Lyon College trails Freed Hardman 22-20. You're watching Lyon College basketball on the Scott's Digital Network. We're back at Becknell Gymnasium on the campus of Lyon College as the 20th ranked Lyon College Scots trail the 6th ranked Lions of Freed Hardman University 22-20 with 6:48 left to go in the first half. Scots will inbound the ball in their front court. Ricky Thomas passes the ball into Brandon Brady. Brady to Jenkins, back to Thomas, now to Devontae Young. Young's going to put it on the court, crossover move, passes over to Ricky Thomas. Thomas is going to put it, dribble it off of his foot and out of bounds. Turnover to the Freed Hardman Lions. Freed Hardman with the ball into the front court. Number 20, that's Ben Mees, one of the top three-point shooters in the country. Long three-pointer on the way by number 10, Cameron Lewis, off no good. Rebound comes off to Devontae Young. Scott's with the ball in the front court. Chance to tie or take the lead here. Brady with the ball. Guarded closely. Going to have to call a timeout. 30-second timeout called as he couldn't get the ball to anybody. We'll keep it here for this timeout. So far on the ball game, Freed Hardman 9 of 17 from the floor for 52.9%. They're 3 of 6 from the three-point line for 50%. 1 of 3 from the free throw line for 33%. Lyon College at this point, 9 of 20 from the floor for 45%. They are 2 of 9 from the three-point line for 22.2%. Scots have not shot a free throw yet. Both teams have 4 turnovers. Lyon has converted those turnovers to 5 points. Only 2 points off turnovers for Freed Hardman. Lyon has 12 rebounds to 8 for Freed Hardman. 7 of those are on the defensive end of the court. 5 offensive rebounds. And let's see, there's Lyon's blocked 2 shots, and Freed Hardman has blocked 1. Scots have the ball into the front court. Ben Warlow with the ball at the top of the key, looking to try to find somebody to pass it to. Gets it back out to Devontae Young. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Lyon has to hurry. Entry pass goes into Warlow. Passes out to Jenkins. Three-pointer on the way from the right corner. Raleigh Jenkins nails it. That's his second three-point basket of the first half. He's got 8 points, and Lyon leads it 23-22. Long three-pointer on the way from Mees, no good. Rebound comes off to Devontae Young. Young now with the ball in the front court. Passes to Jenkins. Jenkins looks, gets it down inside to Warlow, knocked away, stolen by Freed Hardman. Here they come. And then there is a great pass and a shot up, no good, but the foul's going to be called on number 22, Ricky Thomas. Evan Forts dropped it off to Cameron Lewis. Lewis couldn't convert, but he was fouled by Ricky Thomas. 14 fouls on the Scots in the first half. That's Thomas's first. Again, Forts leads the country in assists. And you can see why, as he knows how to get the basketball to his teammates in a position for them to score. Free throw was up and good, and the second free throw is up and good as well for Lewis. Lewis has 6 on the game. Lions once again lead it by 1, 24-23. There's a steal by the Lions, and they're going to get the ball up into the front court. Whistle and a foul called on Brock Witters, which is going to send Evan Forts to the line for 2. Scott's turned it over on the defensive end, on the offensive end, and then Freed Hardman was quick to push the ball up the court. Forts was fouled. His first free throw is on the way up and in. Brandon Brady checks back into the ball game for the Scots. Brock Witters is going to take a seat on the bench. Forts' second free throw is on the way and good. Give him 5 for the ball game. It's 26-23, Freed Hardman. Devontae Young with the ball in the front court. Brandon Brady passes to Devontae Young. Young's going to put the ball in the court, drive in. It's going to be knocked away, but he gets it back. Warlow with the rebound, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Ben Warlow with the rebound and the putback. He was fouled. They charged that foul to Vincent Dotson. That's his second personal foul, the 6th team foul for Freed Hardman. So Lyon will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Warlow's free throw is on the way. It is up and good. Warlow has 5 for the ball game, and we're tied at 26 with 4:43 left to go in the first half. Freed Hardman gets the ball into the front court. Mees passes to number 24, Randolph. Randolph is going to pass it, gets it back. His three-pointer from the left wing is up and good. Randolph with his third 3 of the ball game. He's got 9, and it's a 3-point Freed Hardman lead. Randolph, a 6'4" freshman from Nashville, Tennessee. Looks to be a pretty good shooter. Brandon Brady with the ball, puts it on the court, drives, looks, passes to Warlow. He's going to go up with a one-handed slam. Ben Warlow give the assist to Brandon Brady. Warlow slams it home, and it's 29-28. On the other end, Joseph Williams puts up a shot. It was contested by Warlow. No good. Rebound comes off to Lyon College. Lyon now has the ball in the front court with a chance to take the lead. Brady gets it. It's going to drive. It's going to pass it out to Ricky Thomas. Thomas's jump shot off, no good. Rebound comes off to number 10, Cameron Lewis. And here comes Freed Hardman running. Passes the ball up to 5, who is Joseph Williams. His shot is up, no good. But a whistle and a foul, and he's going to go to the line for 2. It's a 5th team foul for, actually the 6th team foul for Lyon, excuse me. Free throw is on the way and good for Williams. That's his first point of the basketball game. It's 30-28. Williams' second free throw is up and good. He's got 2 on the ball game. It's 31-28, 3-point Freed Hardman lead. Lyon with the ball in the front court. Devontae Young passes to Brandon Brady. Brady looking, so gets a screen from Warlow. Brady's going to put up a jump shot. It's up, no good. Rebound's going to be knocked out. Comes off to Freed Hardman, and they're going to push it. Freed Hardman, you can tell they like to get up and down the court. 11 Forts is going to be fouled by number 15, Brandon Brady. That was Brady's first personal foul. 7th team foul for the Scots. So Freed Hardman will be in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way. Free throw on the way and good for number 11, Evan Forts. Forts, a 5'10" junior from Nashville, Tennessee. Pretty good shooter. Second free throw on the way, up and good. 33-28, 5-point Lyon lead. We've got a whistle and a timeout on the court. It's going to be a full timeout. So with that timeout, we'll take a quick break. You're watching Lyon College basketball on the Scots Digital Network. We're back at Becknell Gymnasium, 2:56 left to go in the first half. Lyon College trails the number 6 Freed-Hardman University Lions by a score of 33-28. Lyon will inbound the ball in the front court. Ricky Thomas set to pull the trigger. It's Devontae Young, Brandon Brady, Riley Jenkins, Ricky Thomas, and Ben Warlow on the court for the Scots. Joseph Williams, Cameron Lewis, Evan Forts, Ben Mees, and Trevor Randolph on the court for the Lions. Thomas has the ball, dribbles over onto the right side, guarded by Forts, passes to Devontae Young at the top of the key. Young looking, passes, or actually holds on to the basketball for a second. Now passes to Ricky Thomas. Thomas looking, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas is going to drive, spin move. Shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound. He's going to put it up, no good. Rebound comes off to Cameron Lewis, and here comes Freed-Hardman. Forts is going to drive, puts a left-handed shot up, no good. Rebound knocked around, controlled by the Lyon College Scots. Joseph Williams had a chance for a putback, couldn't get it to fall. Warlow and a couple of other Scots battled for it, came out with it. Now the Scots have the ball in the front court with a chance to cut into a 5-point Lyon lead. Devontae Young to Ricky Thomas, passes it into Ben Warlow, who's going to put it up and in with the right hand. Warlow used that big body to back down in and put the ball up and in. He's got 9 points here in the first half. It's 33-30, Freed-Hardman over Lyon College. Forts passes the ball down inside to Williams. Williams puts it on the floor. It's going to be knocked away. Here comes the Scots. Devontae Young with it now, wisely pulls it back out so the Scots can set up their offense. Ricky Thomas to Riley Jenkins. Back to Brady, now to Devontae Young, the top of the key. Young looking, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul away from the basketball, and they're going to call an offensive foul on number 22, Ricky Thomas. So the ball goes back over to Freed-Hardman. That is Ricky's third personal foul, the 8th team foul for the Lyon College Scots. Freed-Hardman with the ball. Minute 20 left to go here in the first half. 33-30, Lions lead the Scots. Freed-Hardman passing the ball around the top of the key. Obviously, they like to shoot the three. That's probably what they're looking for. Entry pass goes into number 20, Mees. His turnaround jump shot off, no good. Rebound comes off to Devontae Young, who lost it, but Riley Jenkins picked it up, and now here come the Scots in the front court with a chance to cut into a 3-point lead. Less than a minute to go here in the opening half of play. Brock Wooders with the ball, passes to Devontae Young at the top of the key, who spins and looks. Now dribbles over the left side, passes into Ben Warlow. Warlow gets it, spin move, puts it up, going to be blocked by number 5, Joseph Williams, and here come the Lions in the front court, running layup by Forhets is good, and 35-30, Lions lead. Forts with the left-handed layup, and he's now going to just about knock the basketball away. They're going to call an over and back on Lyon College, and I'm not sure about that call. It sure looked like that Freed-Hardman knocked the ball into the backcourt, but the official didn't see it that way, so the ball goes over on the turnover to Freed-Hardman. 15 seconds left to go here in the first half, 35-30. The Lions lead the Scots. Forts with the ball in the front court is going to pass it to number 10, Cameron Lewis. Lewis inside to number 20, Mees. Mees is going to put the shot up and in. That's his first basket of the ball game. Warlow on the other end puts the shot up at the buzzer and in, and that's going to count. And that's where we will end the first half. So we go to halftime. The score, 37-32. Freed-Hardman leads Lyon College. We'll be back with some halftime stats right after this short timeout. You're watching Lyon Scots basketball on the Scots Digital Network. We're back at Becknell Gymnasium on the campus of Lyon College for the basketball matchup between the 20th ranked Lyon College Scots and the 6th ranked Freed-Hardeman University Lions. We're at halftime where the Lions lead the Scots 37-32. Some halftime stats. The Freed-Hardeman Lion was 12 of 26 from the floor in the first half for 46.2%. Lyon College 14 of 31 for 45.2%. From the three-point line, Freed-Hardeman 4 of 9, shooting 44.4%. The Scots just 3 of 10 for 30%. From the free throw line, Freed-Hardeman was 9 of 11 for 81.8%. The Scots 1 of 1 for 100%. There were 5 Freed-Hardeman turnovers in the first half, 10 turnovers by the Lyon Scots. Freed-Hardeman converted those 10 turnovers into 8 points. Lyon was able to convert the 5 Freed-Hardeman turnovers into 5 points. Total rebounds, Lyon College has the advantage there by a margin of 19-13. Scots had 12 defensive rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds, while Freed-Hardeman had 10 and 3. Scots with 5 second chance points, Freed-Hardeman with 2. 8 bench points for Freed-Hardeman, 4 bench points for the Scots, 14 points in the paint for Freed-Hardeman, 20 points in the paint for the Scots, 2 fast break points for Freed-Hardeman, 2 for the Scots. Both teams had 2 blocked shots. Freed-Hardeman with 6 steals in the first half compared to Lyon College's 1, both teams with 6 assists. Individual stats for Freed-Hardeman, they were led in scoring by number 11, Evan Forts, who was 2 of 5 from the floor, 0 of 2 from the three-point line. Did not attempt a free throw. That gives him his 9 points. He had 2 rebounds and 2 assists. He is the nation's leader in assists per game in the NAIA. Also with 9 points in the first half was Trevor Randolph. He was 3 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 5 from the three-point line. Did not attempt a free throw, had 2 rebounds to round out his first half stats. Also on the statistical column, 6 points for Cameron Lewis. He was 2 of 6 from the floor, 0 of 1 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds and 2 assists in the first half. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Also, Joseph Williams had 2 points. He got both of those from the free throw line as he was 2 for 2 there, 2 rebounds. Stephen Shell had 4 points, 2 of 2 field goals, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. He did have an assist. Isaiah Harrison, 1 of 1 from the floor with 1 assist. That gives him his 2 points. Vincent Dodson was 1 of 1 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the free throw line for his 3 points. And Ben Mees with 2 points. He was 1 of 4 from the floor, 0 of 2 from the three-point line. Mees, one of the top 3-point shooters in the country, and so I think that Coach Chad Tapp's got to be pretty pleased that Lyon College was able to hold one of the best 3-point shooters in the country to 0 3-point baskets in the first half, only 2 points. For the Lyon College Scots in the first half, they were led by Big Ben Werlow. Ben had 11 points. He was 5 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the free-point line. He had 6 rebounds and 1 assist in the first half. Riley Jenkins was next on the list with 8 points, 3 of 4 from the floor. 2 of those were 3-point baskets out of 3 attempts, 1 rebound, 1 assist for a total of 8 points. Next is Devontae Young with 6 points. Devontae, 3 of 7 from the floor, 0 of 2 from the three-point line, 4 rebounds and 1 assist, 6 points total in the half for Devontae Young. Next was on the list was Brandon Brady with 4 points. He was 2 of 5 from the floor, 0 of 2 from the three-point line, had 1 rebound, 2 assists. And then rounding out the scoring for the Scots in the first half, number 4, Brock Wooders with 3 points. He was 1 of 5 from the floor. That was a 3-point basket, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 4 rebounds, no assists in the first half. And so just about ready for second half action. Scots trail by 5, 37-32. We're going to cut for a quick timeout and And we'll be back with more Lyon College basketball, the second half action. You're watching Lyon College basketball on the Scott's Digital Network. We're back at Beckdale Gymnasium as we're ready for our second half action. As we're trying to get the shot clock set, we're ready to go. Riley Jenkins set to inbound the ball for the Scots. Jenkins gets the ball into Brady, and we're underway in the second half. Witters drives, puts it up and in for two. It's his first basket of the second half. He's got 5 total for the game. It's 37-34, Freed Hardman. Witters, Young, Brady, Jenkins, and Werlow on the floor for the Scots. Lewis, Forts, Mees, Randolph, and Dotson on the court for Freed Hardman. That's going to be number 10, Cameron Lewis, is going to drive to the basket. His shot is up, no good, but he is going to be fouled. They're going to call that on Devontae Young. That is his first personal foul, first team foul of the second half for the Scots. At the free throw line, Cameron Lewis. Lewis, a 6'1" senior from Nashville, Tennessee. First free throw on the way, no good. Lewis's second free throw on the way, also no good. Rebound comes off, tracked down by Brandon Brady. Scots with a chance to cut into the lead, 37-34, just underway in the second half. Devontae Young with the ball at the top of the key, dribbles over to the left side, now back up top to Brandon Brady. Brady to Jenkins on the right side. Jenkins looking. He's going to pass it down inside to Werlow, now to Brady. Brady with a pump fake, drives, puts inside pass to Werlow. Werlow's guarded closely, puts the ball up and in, and good. Werlow kept hanging with it. He was getting hacked and hammered, but he kept hanging with it, put the shot up and in, drew the foul, has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. It's his first basket of the second half. He's got 13 total points on the ball game. His free throw on the way and good. Make that 14 total points. And just like that, the Scots have tied the score at 37. Into the front court with the Lions. It's Forts, now to Mees. Mees passes the ball to Lewis. Lewis bobbled it and was knocked out of bounds by Brandon Brady. Mees set to trigger the inbound for the Lions. Gets it into Randolph. Randolph now to Forts. Forts to Randolph. Randolph's three-pointer on the way off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound comes off to Devontae Young. Young with the ball into the front court. Passes to Riley Jenkins on the right side. Now to Brock Witters. Witters to Brandon Brady. Brady gets it inside to Werlow. Werlow looks, tries to back down. Now he's going to kick it back out to Devontae Young. Young behind the three-point line, thought about it, pulled it down, now resets the offense. Pick and roll with Werlow. To Jenkins, now down to Werlow. Werlow's going to take it, passes back out to Brandon Brady. 8 on the shot clock. That was Devontae Young. His three-pointer off, no good. Rebound comes off to Freed Hardman. Fried-Hardman with the ball in the front court. Score tied at 37. Pick and roll to number 44. He's going to put the shot up and in. That's Vincent Dotson. Foul's going to be charged to Riley Jenkins. So that's going to be an and-one situation. Vincent Dotson, the big 6'5" senior from Charlotte, Tennessee. That's his first basket of the second half. That gives him 5 points for the ball game. His free throw on the way off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound comes off to Brandon Brady. Brady gets the ball into the front court for the Scots. Now passes to Riley Jenkins, to Witters, back to Brady. Brady looks, passes down to Warlow. Warlow gets it, double teamed, passes across court to Witters. Witters back to Devontae Young. Young tries to get it down into Warlow. It's going to be kicked by number 10, Cameron Lewis. Scots will have the ball out of bounds in the front court. Brock Witters set to inbound it, gets it in to Brandon Brady. Brady to Warlow. Warlow to Young. Young back to Brady. Brady bobbles it, passes. 6 on the shot clock. Brandon Brady, long three-point basket off, no good. Rebound comes off to Forts, and he got away with a push in the back. And he got away with a walk there. But Devontae Young steals it, and here they come. Devontae Young passes to Ben Warlow with the dunk! And the foul. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ben Warlow slams it home with authority, draws the foul. It's going to go to the line for a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Give the assist to Devontae Young. And Ben Warlow knew immediately when he got the basketball that he was going to slam it home, and he did. That foul was charged to 20, Ben Mees. Warlow with the chance to put the Scots ahead. His free throw is up and in. It's 6.5 for Warlow, 17 on the game. Scots lead at 40-39. Long three-point basket on the way by number 10, Cameron Lewis. It is good. It's his first basket of the second half. Give him 9 on the game. And just like that, Fried-Hardman back in the lead, 42-40. Fried-Hardman extends the defense, forcing the Scots to play further out on the court than they want to. Entry pass goes into Warlow. Warlow looking, double team, triple team, ball knocked away, going to be controlled by Fried-Hardman. Forts gets it behind the back pass to Mees. Mees is going to put the shot up, no good. Rebound's going to come off, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Fried-Hardman. Mees with the cutesy little behind the back pass. Mees couldn't catch it and put it up in. And then in the scramble for the loose ball, the Scots knocked it out of bounds. Fried-Hardman gets the ball inbounds. Lewis to Mees to Forts. Passes inside to Mees, who's going to put it up and in. Pretty little give and go for Fried-Hardman. Mees with his first basket in the second half. That gives him 4 points on the ball game. It's a 4-point Lion lead, 44-40 over the Lyon College Scots. Warlow's going to take it, back it down, put the shot up. It's going to be no good, but he's going to be fouled by number 44, Vincent Dotson, and Ben's going to go to the free throw line for 2. That is the 4th foul on Dotson with 16 minutes left to go here in the second half. And so I'm sure Mr. Dotson's going to have a seat on the bench, and he does right now as they bring in number 32, Isaiah Harrison, a 6'8" junior from Nashville, Tennessee. And he can't check in right now, so that is correct. Warlow at the line with a chance to cut into the 4-point Fried-Hardman lead. Ben's free throw is up and good. 7 points in the second half, 18 total points in the game, and looks like Warlow may have a little bit of blood or something on his knee, and I'm not sure what's going on. Warlow back to the free throw line with a chance to cut the lead to 2. His free throws off the front of the iron, no good. 44-41 Freed Hardeman. 16 minutes left to go in the ball game. Forts with the ball, passes to Lewis. Lewis's shot is up, no good. Rebound's going to come off to Ben Werlow. Werlow did a good job blocking out, got the rebound, and the Scots have the ball in the front court again with the chance to cut into this lead or possibly tie it. Devontae Young passes to Werlow. He's double teamed. Werlow puts it on the court, passes back out to Devontae Young. Young to Brandon Brady, back to Young in the left corner. Young's going to drive the basket, put the shot up, no good. And there's going to be a foul called on number 11, Evan Forts. Blocking foul is called. It's a 14 foul for Freed Hardeman here in the second half. Devontae's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Devontae, the senior from BB, Arkansas, played his high school basketball for the BB Badgers. Free throw on the way and no good. Had a chance to see Devontae play a couple times in Pioneer Gymnasium. Very good basketball player. Was a thorn in the Pioneer side, I can tell you. Devontae's second free throw on the way off, no good. Rebound comes off to Isaiah Harrison, and Freed Hardeman with the ball in the front court. Forts with the ball to Mees. Now to Lewis. Back to Forts. Forts is going to put the ball on the court, pass it back over to Lewis. Lewis thought about a three, takes it, spins. Back to Forts. Forts is going to drive, spin, puts it in the lane, drops it off to number 32. That's Isaiah Harrison. He's going to put the ball up and in. It's his first basket of the second half. Give him 4 for the game. It's 46-41. 5-point Freed Hardeman lead. Devontae with the ball. Gets it over to Riley Jenkins on the right side. Jenkins looking, gets it down into Werlow. Werlow's going to kick it out to Devontae Young. Three-pointer from the right corner, up, no good. Rebound comes off to Mees for Freed Hardeman, who now dribbles the ball into the front court. Ben Mees with the rebound. Sets up the offense. Entry pass goes into 32, and that's Isaiah Harrison. His second straight basket. That gives him 6 for the game. It's now a 7-point Freed Hardeman lead, and we've got a timeout on the court. It's going to be a full timeout, so with that timeout, we'll take a quick break. You're watching Scots basketball on the Scots Digital Network. Back in Becknell Gymnasium as the Lyon College Scots trail the Freed Hardeman Lions 48-41. 14-11 left to go in the basketball game. Scots have the ball in the front court. Riley Jenkins set to inbounds. Gets it into Brock Witters. Witters to Devontae Young. Young looking, passes entry pass into Werlow. It's going to be kicked away, and ball will be retained by the Scots. Wooders gets it into Devontae Young in the backcourt. Now Young with the ball in the front court. Entry pass into Warlow, and the ball's going to be stolen by number 11, Forts, who's going to drive the lane and put it up in the end. That's his first basket of the second half. He's got 11 total, and the lead is now 9 for Freed-Hardman. 13:40 left to go in the ball game. Brandon Brady has it. Dribbling down in the left corner, looks, gets the ball into Warlow. Warlow gets it, spin move. He's going to put the shot up. It's going to be knocked away. He was mugged it down there, and I'm not sure why the foul wasn't called, but knocked it out of bounds. And so the Scots will retain possession with 16 on the shot clock. Devontae Young set to trigger the inbounds play. Gets it into Warlow. Warlow's going to put it on the court, drive, spin, jump shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Freed-Hardman, and here come the Lions. Good pass from number 2 to number 32. That was McLemore to number 32, Isaiah Harrison, who puts it up and in for 2. That's his third basket here in the second half. And then there's going to be a turnover on the Scots. Ball goes back to Freed-Hardman, and we're going to have another timeout on the court. So with 13:07 left to go in the ball game, Freed-Hardman leads us 52-41. We'll be back. You're watching Scots basketball on the Scots Digital Network. Back at Beckdale Gymnasium, 13:07 left to go in the ball game. Freed-Hardman has extended their lead to 11, 52-41 over the 20th ranked Lyon College Scots. Freed-Hardman, the number 6 team in the country, 12-2 on the season. They've got an 8-1 AMC record. Scots are 9-5 with a 6-1 record. Freed-Hardman now inbounds the ball and gets it up into the front court. Forts has the basketball, passes to number 22 is Stephen Shell. Shell passes to Lewis. Lewis is going to drive, put it on the court, passes out to number 2, McLemore. McLemore back to Forts, three-pointer on the way, and it is up and in. That's Forts' second three-point basket of the ball game. He's got 5 points in the second half, 14 points total for the game. And it is a 14-point lead, 55-41. Riley Jenkins with the basketball, passes to Brock Wooders to Devontae Young. Young's jump shot is off the glass and good. Devontae Young with his first basket of the second half. He's got 8 total points on the game. The lead is 12 at 55-43. Forts with the basketball, passes to Stephen Shell. Shell back to McLemore. McLemore looking. Passes back up top to Lewis. Lewis is going to drive, puts it up with the left hand. No good, but he's going to be fouled. And that's going to be charged to number 22, Ricky Thomas. That is Ricky's 4th personal foul, and that's going to send see who that is, number 10. That's going to send Cameron Lewis to the line for 2 shots. Lewis is 6'1" senior out of Nashville, Tennessee. First free throw is on the way, and it is good. 4 points in the half 10 points for the game for Cameron Lewis. Lewis's second free throw is on the way, and it is good. (57-43), Freed-Hardman lead. Brandon Brady with the ball into the front court. Passes to Witters, now to Devontae Young, to Ricky Thomas. Thomas playing with 4 fouls. Devontae Young drives. He's going to look, passes to Brandon Brady. Brady gets the ball down into Worlow. Worlow with the spin move. He's going to take it, spin, puts the shot up and in. Great move, Ben Worlow. It's his third basket of the second half. He's got 9 points in the second half, 20 total points in the game to lead the Scots in scoring. 57-45, there is a whistle and a foul on Worlow. Freed-Hardman will inbound the ball from underneath their basket. That's the second foul on Ben, 4th team foul. Mees gets the ball to Shell. Shell back to McLemore. McLemore looks, ball knocked away by Brandon Brady, picked up by Mees. Mees gets it down inside to 32 is Isaiah Harrison. His shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Devontae Young. Brandon Brady with the ball in the front court, now to Young, now to Witters. Witters inside to Worlow. Worlow with the spin move, passes back out to Brady. Brady to Witters, three-pointer on the way from the left side, good. Brock with his second three-point basket of the ball game. He's got 5 points in the second half, 8 points total for the game, and cuts into the lead. It's 9 points now at 57-48. Whistle on the other end, and they're going to call a foul on Brandon Brady. That's his second foul, 5th team foul of the second half. Freed-Hardman with the ball in the front court. McLemore dribbles, passes now to Mees. Mees down to Lewis. Lewis is going to drive, spin move. Blocking foul is going to be called on Brock Witters. And Witters had pretty good position, but they're going to give him the blocking foul. That is his third personal foul, the 6th team foul for Lyon College. So from this point out, Freed-Hardman will be shooting free throws. McLemore gets it into Mees. Mees looks for the shot, can't get it to Shell. Now back up top to Lewis. That was Randolph and not Shell. Long three-point basket on the way from Cameron Lewis. It is up and good. It's his second three-point basket of the second half. 60-48, 12-point Freed-Hardman lead. Brandon Brady with the ball. Looks, gets the ball down inside to Worlow. Worlow looking, passes back out. And then there's a turnover as the ball was fumbled out of bounds. End of the ball game for the Scots will be Riley Jenkins in for Brock Witters. .932 left to go in the ball game, 60-48. Freed-Hardman leads Lyon College. McLemore with the drive, shot up no good. Rebound comes off to Harrison, who puts it up and in. Harrison's 4th basket of the second half. 62-48, Freed-Hardman lead. Devontae Young with the ball, passes to Ricky Thomas, to Brandon Brady. Brady's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled by Trevor Randolph. That's the 5th team foul on Freed-Hardman here in the second half. Second foul on Randolph. Scott's to inbound the ball. Ricky Thomas gets it, passes to Worlow. Worlow back to Devontae Young on the left side. Young looking, passes to Jenkins. On the right side, Jenkins looks to get the ball into Warlow. Warlow gets it, passes back out to Brady. Brady to Thomas. Thomas is going to put it on the court. Drive's going to be knocked away. Warlow follows. No good. Rebound comes off to number 32, Isaiah Harrison, and here comes Freed Hardman with a chance to extend the lead. 3-point basket on the way. No good by Cameron Lewis. Rebound comes off to Lyon College. Scott's with the ball in the front court. Devontae Young gets the ball into Warlow. Warlow passes across to Devontae. Right side, Devontae puts it on the floor, passes to Brandon Brady. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound knocked out by Warlow, but picked up by Forts. Forts with the ball in the front court for the Lions. Forts with the ball to Lewis. Back inside to Forts. Forts catches it. Throws it off of Devontae Young out of bounds. Ball will be retained by the Lions. 23 seconds on the shot clock. 62-48, 14-point Freed Hardman lead with 7:52 left to go in the ballgame. Forts gets it into Lewis. Lewis is going to take it and drive. Now he's passes back out to Forts. Forts puts it on the floor, is going to drive, drops it off to Mees. Mees is going to put the little turnaround baby hook up, and it is good. Mees' second basket of the ball game. He's got 6 points total, or second basket of the second half, I should say. 6 points total at 64-48. Freed Hardman pulling away. There's a pass from Warlow to Brandon Brady for the three-pointer, up and in. Give the assist to Warlow. Brady hits the three-pointer. It's 64-51. And there on the other end, they're going to be a traveling violation, and the ball will be turned back over to the Scots. Brady's got 7 points on the ball game for the Scots.
Let's go, White!
And there is almost a steal, ball knocked out of bounds. Scots will retain possession. .704 left to go in the ball game. Scots trail it by 13. Witters gets the ball into Devontae Young into the backcourt. Now into the front court with it. Passes to Jenkins over on the right side. Jenkins into Warlow. Warlow backs down, looks, puts the shot up. Off the glass, no good. Rebound comes off. Jenkins tips it back to Warlow. Puts the shot up and no good, but he's going to be fouled and he'll go to the line. Raleigh Jenkins did a good job to keep the basketball alive. Warlow picked it up, put the shot up, couldn't get it to drop, but was fouled and will go to the line. That was the first foul that was called on Joseph Williams. It's his first foul, sixth team foul, so the Scots will be in shooting free throws the rest of the way. Warlow's first free throw is up and good. It's Ben's 10th point of the second half. He's got 21 total on the game to lead the Scots. Warlow's second free throw is on the way and good. Freed Hardman with the ball in the front court. Lewis with the basketball. Passes down to number 32, Harrison. Harrison's going to put it on the court, drive. A little up and under move knocked away. Great defense by the Scots. Devontae Young all over the place. Scots knock it away again. This time the ball's going to go out of bounds. Be retained by Freed Hardman. .15 on the shot clock. Freed Hardman gets it in. Forts with the drive. Layup is good. It's his 7th point of the second half. He's got 16 total for the game. Warlow with the ball in the give and go to Witters. Witters with the left-handed layup. No good, but he's going to be fouled and he'll go to the line. That foul was charged to Cameron Lewis. That is the 7th team foul. Brock's going to get 2 free throws here because he was in an active shooting, but the Scots will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Witters' free throw is up and good. He's got 6.5, 9 total for the game. The lead is 12. It's 66-54 with 6:11 left to go. Witter's second free throw is up and in. 66-55, 11-point Freed Hardman lead. If the Scots are going to make a run, they're going to have to do it now. Forts with the ball in the front court, passes to Mees. Mees is going to be fouled by Riley Jenkins. That's Riley's third foul. That is the 17th foul, and so that's going to put Ben Mees on the line. Mees, the 6'6" senior from Memphis, Tennessee. Free throw is on the way, short, no good, but rebound comes off to Freed Hardman. Forts with the ball is going to take it, passes to number 32. His shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Ben Warlow. Devontae Young with the ball in the front court now for the Scots with a chance to cut into an 11-point lead. Jenkins with the ball at the top of the key. Passes on the right side to Brady into Warlow. Warlow's going to take it, spin, puts the shot up and in. Ben Warlow with another basket. 66-57. Scots get it to single digits. 5:20, long three-pointer by Meese. Up and good. It's his first three-point basket of the ball game. He's got 7.5, 9 total for the game. Devontae Young on the give and go from Warlow puts it up and in, and it's good. And he takes a hard tumble there at the end of the play, and they're going to stop and check and make sure he's okay. Devontae pops right back up. Looks a little sore, but we're going to keep playing.
Go Scots! And let's go White.
Warlow has 13 points here in the second half. He's got 24 total on the game. Ball into the front court. Scots trail by 10, 69-59. Entry pass goes in to number 32. Isaiah Harrison, who puts it up and in, and he's going to be fouled and go to the line. Foul was charged to Ben Warlow. That was his third, the 8th team foul for the Scots here in the half. 71-59, Freed Hardman. Harrison's free throw is up and good. He's got 11 in the half, 13 total for the game. 4:45, 72-59, 13-point lead. Warlow with the ball at the elbow, puts it on the court, going to drive. They're going to get him with the offensive foul. It's Ben's fourth personal foul, the 9th team foul for Lyon College, but since that's a player control foul, no free throws on the other end. 4:36 left to go in the ball game. 72-59, Freed Hardman over Lyon College. Forts gets the ball to Mees into the front court. Randolph has it, now passes back to Mees. Mees has it, or Forts has it, now back to Randolph. Randolph's three-pointer's on the way, no good. Rebound comes off to Devontae Young. Scots push the ball quickly into the front court. Young with it on the right side, looks inside to Warlow. Warlow has it, passes back out to Brandon Brady off his fingertips, out of bounds. Turnover. Ball goes back to Freed Hardman. Coach Chad Tapp wants a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. So with that, we'll take a break. You're watching Lyon College basketball on the Scots Digital Network. We're back at Becknell Gymnasium. 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Scots trail by 13, 72-59. Freed-Hardman Lions, the number 6 team in the country with an overall record of 12-2. They're 8-1 in AMC play. Scots are 9-5 overall, 6-1 in AMC play, ranked number 20. Freed-Hardman gets the ball into Forts. Under 4 minutes now to go in the ball game. Forts to Mees, passes to Lewis, back to Forts, now back to Lewis. To Randolph, back to Forts. They're going to stretch the floor a little bit and milk the clock. 9 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Pass goes into Lewis. Lewis is going to put the shot up and in. Left-hander over Werlow. Moves the lead to 74-59. Scots get the ball into Werlow. Werlow's going to put it up and in. And he's fouled and will go to the line. They charge that foul to Harrison. That's his third personal foul. 8th team foul for Freed-Hardman. Werlow with a chance to try to cut into the lead. Free throw on the way and good. Ben's had a great game. 74-62. 12-point Freed-Hardman lead. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in the ball game. Scots need to stop here. Forts to Mees. Now to Randolph. Back to Forts. They're going to eat as much time on the clock as they can. Mees has the ball guarded by Jenkins. Mees little crossover move back to Forts. Forts long three-pointer on the way. It's going to be short. Rebound's going to come off to Riley Jenkins. Scots have a chance to cut it to single digits. Devontae Young pull-up jump shot off, no good. Rebound comes off to Randolph, and Scots wasted an opportunity there. 2:25 left to go in the ball game. 12-point Freed-Hardman lead. Pass goes into Mees. It's stolen away by Brock Wooders, and here come the Scots with a chance to cut into the lead. Brandon Brady, long three-pointer, good. Brandon Brady with his second three-point basket of the half. The lead is 9 at 74-65. Minute 50 left to go in the ball game.
White.
10 seconds on the shot clock. And there's a drive, whistle, foul. And they're going to call the foul on Devontae Young, and that's going to send Isaiah Harrison to the line for 2. Minute 36 left to go in the ball game. Scots trail by 9, 74-65. Harrison's free throw is on the way and good. Harrison's had a big second half. 12 points in the half, 14 total for the game. Has a chance to extend the lead to 11. Free throw on the way and good. Devontae Young with the ball into the front court for the Scots, looking. Passes to Riley Jenkins over to Brandon Brady. Brady is going to drive. Passes inside to Werlow. Werlow's going to get it. Shot up and in. And Werlow has a chance to cut the lead to 9. Werlow has 12 points. Is that right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 18 points, here in the second half. 29 on the game. Free throw off, no good. Minute 20 left to go in the ball game. Scots trail it 76-67. Ball's going to be knocked away, almost stolen, but here comes basket up and in by number 10, Cameron Lewis. Not sure why we stopped the action, but 59.6 seconds left to go at 76-67. Whistle and a foul away from the at the basketball. Isaiah Harrison, that's his fourth personal foul. And that's going to send Devontae Young to the line. Devontae Young's free throw is up and good. It's his 5th point of the second half, 11 total points on the game. It's once again a 10-point lead, 78-68. Young's second free throw is up and good. 9-point lead. And whistle and a foul on the other end. They're going to get Brandon Brady. Send Debrell McLemore to the line for 2. 47.8 seconds left to go in the ball game. Scots trail it by 9. McLemore's free throw is on the way and good. It's his first basket, or first points of the ball game. Second free throw on the way and good. Give him 2. It's 80-69. Young with the ball into the front court. Passes to Warlow. Warlow's going to pass it. Shot up, no good. They're going to call a blocking foul and send Warlow to the line. Always good when you can cut into a lead when the clock's not running. 42.2 seconds left to go in the ball game. Scots trail by 11. Warlow's free throw is on the way and in and out, no good. Warlow's free throw is short. Rebound comes off to Freed Hardman. Whistle and a foul. They're going to call Devontae Young. It's Devontae's third foul. 37 seconds left to go. It's going to put Debrell McLemore on the free throw line. 5'10" senior from Franklin, Tennessee. First free throw is up and good. It's his third point of the ball game, all here in the last couple of seconds. Second free throw on the way and off, no good. Rebound comes off to Riley Jenkins. Devontae Young quickly with the ball into the front court for the Scots. He's going to put a long three-pointer up. It's off, no good. Rebound's going to come off to Freed Hardman. 25 seconds left to go in the ball game. Here comes Freed Hardman. And I think they're going to be content to hold it. Shot clock is off. And they're going to run the clock out. So we're going to have a final score here from Becknell Gymnasium, 81-69, as the clock continues to wind down. As soon as we have the final buzzer, we'll take just a quick break, tabulate some stats, and we'll come back with a wrap-up. You're watching Scots Basketball on the Scots Digital Network. We're back at Becknell Gymnasium where the Lyon College Scots have fallen to the Freed-Hardman Lions by a final score of 81-69. Quick recap of the scoring. First for the visitors from Freed-Hardman. Freed-Hardman was led by number 10, Cameron Lewis. He had 18 points on the basketball game. Evan Forts, number 11, scored 16 points on the basketball game. Ben Mees had 9 points for the game. Vincent Dotson had 15 points for number 32, Isaiah Harrison, and then 3 points for Jabrell McLemore. Lyon was led tonight by Ben Werlow, 29 points. He was 11 of 15 from the floor, 7 of 11 from the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds and 4 assists. Second in scoring tonight, Devontae Young had 12 points, 5 of 13 from the floor, 0 of 5 from three-point range, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Brock Witters had 10 points for the Scots. He was 3 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 4 from behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Brandon Brady also had 10 points. He was 4 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, did not attempt a free throw. Raleigh Jenkins had 8 points to round out the scoring for the Scots. He was 3 of 4, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 3 rebounds and 1 assist. So the Scots fall to 9-6 on the season, 6-2 in AMC play. They'll be back in action. I'm trying to get my schedule here so I can make sure to let you guys know. They'll be back in action on the 15th against Lindenwood Bellevue. It'll be here, or Belleville, excuse me, it'll be here at Becknell Gymnasium. Tip-off will be at 7:30 p.m. So once again, for the entire Lyon College athletic staff, I'm Ronald Richardson signing off from Becknell Gymnasium. Good night. Thank you for watching Lyon College basketball. You've been watching the Scots Digital Network.